Hi, everyone. Good afternoon for those of you on the continental US. On behalf of the University of California Disaster Resilience Network, UCDRN for short, the UC Berkeley Center for Security and Politics, as well as the California Council on Science Technology, or CCST, thank you for joining us today for an important and timely discussion. My name is Julianne McCall. I'm the CEO of CCST. And to begin, I want to acknowledge that we are participating today from many different locations across, for our staff and team, what is now known as the state of California, ancestral lands that have long been stewarded by Indigenous communities since time immemorial. CCST, for those of you new to the organization, is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization established at the request of the California legislature in the late 1980s to provide science and technology advice to state policymakers. We work to amplify and translate the deep expertise across California's world-class research institutions into actionable insights for decision makers. We do this through expert briefings like the one that you're attending today, peer-reviewed reports, as well as our Science and Technology Policy Fellows Program, which places PhD-level scientists and engineers in government offices for a year of public service and leadership training. Today's webinar is the fourth and final event in a year-long series exploring how disasters and climate impacts are shaping where people choose to live and work. Our panelists today will offer diverse perspectives on how communities and local governments in California are addressing the growing challenges of climate-induced human mobility and displacement. Our panelists will share best practices for building resilience across sectors, such as expanding healthcare access for communities, leveraging data systems to anticipate migration patterns and coordinate resources, and developing adaptive infrastructure. To kick us off, I'm pleased to introduce Amir Agagachak, Acting Director of the UC Disaster Resilience Network, where he stewards the network's nascent and rapidly ascending research trajectory. He is the Chancellor's Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering at the University of California, Irvine, and the Director of the Center for Hydrometeorology and Remote Sensing, driving interdisciplinary advances in monitoring and modeling hydrologic and climate extremes. Amir's research focuses on natural hazards and climate extremes, bridging hydrology, climatology, and remote sensing to uncover interactions among climatic and non-climatic hazards, especially compounding and cascading events. He serves as Water, Climate, and Infrastructure Risk Lead at the United Nations University Institute for Water, Environment, and Health, and is a fellow of the American Geophysical Union, many of you know as AGU, the American Society of Civil Engineers, ASCE, and the ASCE Environmental and Water Resources Institute. His work has earned distinctions, including the AGU Macelwain Medal, the ASCE Huber Research Prize, Norman Medal, and the European Geosciences Union Plinius Medal for leadership in understanding climate and hazard risks. Amir, please.
Thank you, Julianne, for the generous introduction and for CCST's leadership. Also, I'd like to thank Eric Chug, John Thompson, Leah Jalal, and the entire CCST team for organizing and also sustained commitment to this very important topic. Really happy to be with you all today. Let me start with why this matters. We are living in an era defined by compound and cascading hazards